So welcome back to my channel. I think in my last video I mentioned that I'd been doing a little bit of shopping and that my next video was going to be a haul video. So here it is. I'm ready to share some recent purchases with you guys. So the first one that I did was an Art of Organics little mini haul. I have always been interested in the dry brushing thing. I'm totally new to it. I don't really know that much about it, other than that it's good for lymphatic drainage and that you're supposed to dry brush from like the tips of your fingers to your heart, and you know, from your toes towards your heart. Everything's supposed to go towards your heart. I'm a total newbie, so that's about the extent of my knowledge. But I got this dry brush from Art of Organics. I believe the brand is Baudelaire. I'll double check on that, but I'm pretty sure it's Baudelaire. I think this was around $12, $10, $12 on Art of Organics. And yeah, so when I didn't even know that they carried it. So when I saw this on the website, I decided to go ahead and pick it up with my other purchases. The main reason why I did an Art of Organics purchase was because I wanted to restock the Luna Nectar eyebrow and eyelash serum. This came in one of their boxes. I can't remember if it was, I think it might have been around November. No, maybe it was the December box. Anyway, I can't remember, but I fell in love with this serum. It really does an amazing job for helping boost the growth of your eyebrows and your eyelashes. I have noticed that as I get older, my eyelashes have definitely gotten more sparse. And then, I don't know if you saw that video, but I did mention, you know, in the review of that Art of Organics box, but I did mention that I do have a spot here on this eyebrow that I've been lacking hair there for a good many years, and this definitely has helped the regrowth in that area. So when I ran out, I wanted to get a new one, so I did. So that tells you how much I love this, that I went ahead and bought it myself. And then I also wanted to get the Laurel Whole Plant Organics Facial Cleanser. And this is a cleanser that is kind of like a hybrid between like a liquidy oil cleanser and kind of like a balm cream cleanser. It's really unique. I love it. This is probably my third bottle that I've had of it. So it's kind of a staple for me in that I always like to have it. I don't use it every single day, but I do use it a couple times a week. I love to have it. Like I said, the texture is really unique. I like to use it in the morning or kind of like as a gentle cleanse or a second cleanse. It's a fantastic emulsifying cleanser, and it does actually work really well to emulsify an oil cleanser. So if you have an oil cleanser and you kind of want to finish the job with an emulsifying cleanser, this one works really well too. So that was my Art of Organics purchase. So I also made some purchases from Follain, and believe it or not, this is actually my first purchase I've ever made from Follain. I have visited their store in Manhattan. I think it was in Soho. Such a beautiful, gorgeous store, but I didn't buy anything when I was actually in the store, I think a couple winters ago. But I was in the market for, let's see, I'll just show you real quick here. Everything was just very simply but nicely packaged. So the main thing that brought me to the Follain store was I wanted to get the Josh Rosebrook Nutrient Day Cream in tinted. So I have had the untinted version, but I got a sample, or I've had some samples of the tinted day cream, and I used those up very recently. It didn't make it into my last empties video. That was my last video, was my empties video, and so I just used it up. And I actually sort of like fell in love with the tinted one. And so I decided that since I'm almost out of the untinted, that I would get the tinted. And I have only used this once, and I'll show you guys what the bottle looks like. And I decided to go ahead and get the big size since the summer is coming up here. So I have used this one time, and what I have noticed is that it seems to be a little bit thinner than the untinted that I have had a couple bottles of. And I actually think that that might be a good thing, because what you may have experienced if you have used this product for yourself is that towards the end of the bottle or even halfway through the bottle, it can be a little bit hard to pump out. So I'm hoping that because this is a little bit thinner, it might be easier to dispense the product just using the pump rather than having to unscrew the cap and try and get it out in a different way. So anyway, I'm gonna give the tinted moisturizer a shot and see how it fares in terms of, you know, in comparison to the untinted one. So anyway, that was a long-winded conversation with this product, but yes, I got the tinted one, and that is what brought me to the Follain website. And then I saw that Follain has a collaboration with Pharmaesthetics. And I, for a long time, have been interested in Pharmaesthetics, and I know that they have their own bath elixir. And then when I saw that they did a collaboration with Follain, and I had never tried anything from Pharmaesthetics, I decided to go for this because I am a huge bath taker. I probably take a bath like, I don't know if it's every single day, but at least 5 times a week. And I love, you know, putting something like this in my bath. It doesn't, I'm not a bubble bath taker, but I love having some kind of aromatherapy in my bath. And this smells wonderful. It has kind of like a eucalyptus, sage scent to it. And it's about 3 capfuls in my bath. And it's just fantastic. It gives the bath somewhat of a moisturizing property, and it's just, but it's mostly about the scent, and it's just wonderful, and I love it. I highly recommend this, and I think the bottle is just beautiful. This frosted bottle looks really pretty, you know, on the countertop. I think it would be a fantastic gift, so I really am so glad that I got this, and I will definitely be getting this again. Another thing that I got at Follain, and I think they're one of the few green beauty stores that carry Saipua, and Saipua is one of my favorite bar soaps. And I decided to get the saltwater scent. My favorite is the sandalwood and tangerine. I think you guys have seen me talk about that one before. But I noticed that they did not have that at Follain, and I also went on their website, the Saipua website, and I didn't see that. So I don't know if it's been discontinued or maybe they're just having some sourcing issues, I'm not sure, but I decided to go for the saltwater. And this is also very highly aromatic too. Like when you open up the box, it definitely smells like this bar soap. Kind of, I wonder if there's some patchouli in here, kind of has like a basil scent to it. It's just, it's very highly aromatic, like I said, and I think this might be their top seller. So it's very popular. So I'm gonna be giving that a try. I'll report back on that. And then I also got the Raw Elements sunscreen. So I've never tried this. I've been hearing a lot about it. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I don't know anything about how it performs at all. I'm gonna be giving this a try, and I will let you guys know how I feel about that product. And then, speaking of Pharmaesthetics, I had some, I don't know if any of you guys shop at Nordstrom's or if you have a Nordstrom credit card, but they have like a point system. So, you know, you purchase a certain amount and then you get Nordstrom notes. And so I had done some big purchases with my card for, you know, plane flights and booking some, you know, hotels and stuff like that for the future. So I had a good amount of Nordstrom notes. So I decided to purchase some Pharmaesthetics because Nordstrom's carries them now. So I treated myself to the Almond Blossom, what do they call it? Organic body wash. And this is super, super lovely. I really like this a lot. The scent is just gorgeous. It's very orangey, but not like super, you know, like sharply citrus. It's kind of got a little bit of that florally back note to the orange, a little bit of that almond to it, and it's just, but I would say it's more orange than almond. And the slip is very silky, so it's not one of these body washes that like foams up like crazy. So if you really want a lot of foam to your lather, then this might not be for you. But if you kind of like a more rich, silky lather, this is just fantastic, and it works really well if you use a scrubby. It would also be really wonderful for shaving. I haven't shaved with it yet, but I just think that because of the silky texture, it would be great for shaving. So this is a huge rave for this. And then I also got the Pharmaesthetics Solar Salt Mineral Bath. Have not used this yet. And this, I typically do not go for things like this because I always have just like those big cheap bags of Epsom salts, and then I usually just add, like I showed you, those bath elixirs. You know, I really am loving this one from Pharmaesthetics, or the Follain Pharmaesthetics collaboration that I got. And then I also have the one from MOA or MOA. I think that's what Modern Organic Apothecary I have there. I'm blanking on the name. It's like their bath potion, and it has a lot of fennel and peppermint in it. That's has been my go-to. I think I'm on like my 3rd or 4th bottle of that. Or sometimes I'll make my own bath salts where I just add in, you know, kind of like an essential oil blend and a carrier oil that's usually already pre-made, and I'll put that in bath salts. So or the Epsom salts. So I typically do not go for things like this, but I decided to treat myself since I had that Nordstrom note. And I think this is just so beautiful. So this smells really beautiful. It's very rosy, but also very, kind of has an herbal aspect to it. And I'm just really excited to use this. So this will be a special treat. You know, I don't know if I'm just feeling like I have had a really rough day or a really hard workout or something, and I just really want to have something very special. That's why I decided to get that. As I like slam the table, the camera shakes. So that's why I decided to get that. It's just like a very, very special treat. So I also just wanted to add in this video because it actually just arrived in the middle of while I was filming. I got a mail delivery, a PR box. So this is from Kahina. Thank you so much, Kahina, for sending this to me. So they have just launched a very exciting product. This is their oil cleanser. And look at that beautiful, beautiful color. I am so excited to try this and use this. So I'm gonna be reporting back very soon to all of you guys about how this works and what it smells like and all of this gloriousness. Yeah, I'm so excited to use this. So thank you, Kahina, for sending this my way. This is a huge surprise. They sent me some of their culinary argan oil. So I'm really excited to use this. And they also sent me one of my favorites, their prickly pear seed oil roller ball. So I'm really excited to have another one of these. I love that so much. So this was just a little quick PR unboxing because this literally just arrived in the middle of me filming this. So I figured that I would just tack that on to the end so you guys can see what's kind of like up and coming in terms of more reviews. So of course, I'm going to be talking about all of these products that I've mentioned. I know I mentioned just a few that I've already used just a little bit, but more thorough, in-depth reviews will be coming either here on YouTube or on my Instagram. So if you're not following me over on Instagram, definitely do so, because like I said, I will be posting like mini reviews over there. And then also over on Instagram, I post a lot of flowers. So I love taking photographs of flowers either in my yard or just around town that I see or at the market. So I'm sure just like everybody, I'm a huge flower lover. And then also every Sunday I post a piece of artwork that's very, that's inspiring to me. So if you're an art fan, then I encourage you to follow me over on Instagram also. And then if you haven't subscribed to me here yet, I would be super appreciative if you would subscribe to me here. That would just be awesome. And I hope you guys are enjoying the springtime. It is finally springtime, warm weather here in Portland. Hopefully the winter weather is gone because I'm so excited for the sun and the summertime to get here. So hope you guys are enjoying the spring, and I will see you in that next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.